discover your web market from the inside out. For you to see web marketing in a different light, I first need to introduce a new picture of the web, and then a different understanding of web marketing can emerge. Following that introduction, this article can then talk about what is important about social media, along with beliefs and values, as they pertain to search engines and web marketing. In the mid-90s, a lot of media pundits were trying to say what the internet, and more specifically the web, was all about, but no one really knew. Some compared it to television and some compared it to newspapers, and others said it was most like the telephone because it behaved like a one-to-one communication medium. It looked like television because of the screen similarity, and it looked like newspapers because of the text content, and it acted like a phone conversation in how it behaved as a one-to-one communication media. All of these different metaphors missed the primary difference that the web brought into being, and that was the search engine. Without a search engine, the web would be as useless as a library without index cards. It would be a tangled mess of invisible and unsorted websites, and the great pool of information would largely be invisible. Search engines ground the web into a usable reality through the written word when a search is conducted, and then search engines became the eyes of web users for finding their way around in the depths and darkness of billions of web pages. Search engines give us social media in the same way that you and I search for information. Others search for other people and find their groups to belong to. Just as the search engines make finding specific information a reality, they also make it possible for groups to form and for people to find the group they have affinity with. How do people find their groups? How do they search? And why do we need to know how this works in order to develop a web marketing strategy? Deep pockets. If your business has deep pockets, then you can use contemporary marketing research methods by conducting expensive testing with market research firms. But what if you don't have deep pockets? And what if your market is anonymous like the web market is? What options do you have? As you are probably aware, a web market does not provide you with demographic data to help you target a market. Until a visitor to your website has decided to contact you, they remain anonymous, and you do not know a thing about them in terms of marketing information. How could you even conduct a proper test if you do not have any boundaries to work within? Your web market is an intangible, yet very real market. Your website is simply on a fishing expedition with your keyword signals that you are using for bait. What does your market feed on, and what should your keywords be? Who is your market and where are they? Are you going to throw your line into the big pond with all your competition and fish with popular keywords for bait? You have to wonder if your market is really in the big pond, especially if you are looking for a niche market. How can you possibly find your market without very deep pockets? And what if you are fishing in the wrong pond with the wrong bait? I suppose, with enough time and experience, you will find out which pond to fish in and what keywords your market feeds on. But this could take years of gathering information and hours of analysis. And even then you may still be guessing. Turn the focus inward. So far, I have asked external questions, and the answers you would get back are not the answers you want to hear. What keywords to use? Where to find your market? Who are they, and where are they? The answers are all the same. More testing and keyword research. What if you turned the questions inward instead? What if you asked questions you already have the answers for? Suppose you asked yourself what you value the most about your business? What is your attitude toward your market? What gives you the greatest sense of reward in running your business? Answer those questions and you've got the beginnings of a marketing strategy to send signals to your market and let them find you. On the web, this makes finding your market easier than by using demographics because the search engines do the work for you. For those that have difficulty leaving factual data behind, they could use demographic keywords and try to signal income levels, for example, but your business values will cover more ground and work better. Why do values work on the web? On the web, people find their groups. News groups were one of the first social networks long before they were called social networks, and people found their groups by the values they shared. The same is true for Facebook, MySpace, and YouTube. Add to this list other web connections like blogs and article sources, and you see that the web is a unique media for sharing values. If you prefer to market yourself in true fashion to who you are, then you would need to look on the inside of who you are and the values you hold. This sounds easier than it is, and yet it is all about integrity in marketing. In either method, you need to play with psychological values, or you need to hire a marketing shrink to sort it out for you. You can see why most web marketers are sticking to the demographic style of marketing, because it feels more tangible, even though the web as a medium is anything but tangible. We've discussed briefly why demographic marketing has difficulty dealing with anonymous web users, and why looking inward can provide a marketing strategy to target anonymous market segments.